Today we're talking about your web and IDX, obviously, because that's where we are. It's how you can make your website stand out among the sameness that is sort of in kvCORE. So here we are in web and IDX. I'm going to make myself smaller because I'm giant. And then this is where you can customize things. Your website manager, site content, your blog, your embeds, your widgets, et al. So here we have template. And if you click this, you might have these popping up here. So right now, this is my website template. This is what's going on. Lots of things for people to click. A little overwhelming, if you ask me, but I could always get rid of some of these things in my editor. And then there's champion, a little more sleek, I guess. You have areas where people can look, and then just like a learn more about discovery of luxury listings, rather, which I'm sure you can edit based on what you are marketing, right? So here's another one, featured areas again, and then these clickable widgets. So this is for buyers. Your home search starts here. This is for sellers, what's your home worth, instant listing alerts. They can get on market reports, all that jazz, which is nice. And then we have Victor. So you could do, again, your big picture here, your areas of interest, and then like more condensed widgets here. So thinking of selling, thinking of buying, get pre-approved, all that stuff. They say if you don't see what you like here, come to the marketplace, which would just be this. Semi-custom templates and custom featured areas. So kvCORE does build websites for you, but they're like $700, $1,600, or like $250. Unnecessary. They don't really change all that much, I don't think, because there's a lot of things that you could customize here that like that will just do for you. So unless you just have the money and not the time, then stay away from the marketplace, I think. Here you can change the color scheme of your website too. It could be company colors. It could be your personal brand. It could just be because you like deep teal, like I do, like my company colors, deep teal. And then we'll press save, so why not? Okay, so then the background image. So when I go to my website, there's a big image there. If I click on one, that will be the image that pops up. If I click on multiple ones, then every time somebody refreshes my page, a different one of these images will pop up. So there's a lot to choose from, but obviously like this one here, I'm from New Jersey, not the Jersey Shore. Nothing around me looks like this. I'm not going to choose that one. I'm also close to New York City, but I don't sell anything that looks like this, so I'm not going to choose that one either. I'm going to be nice suburban homes, right? If I don't like any of these, some of them have people in them. Some of them are just land, flowers, all that stuff. If I don't like any of them, I can upload my own background image as well. You could do a video too, which is nice if you have like a drone shots of your town or something like that. Put that as your cover photo, which is great. And then as we scroll down, there's a lot of tabs and things that could be on your website, resources, we're hiring, the office address, all of this stuff. Some of them don't make sense for individual agents, so whatever's default might be best, but you could look into those. And then there's a registration thingy option. So as people look on your website at homes, after one property view, something will pop up and say, you want to keep looking, you got to give me your email address so you can pop into my smart CRM so I can see what you're looking at and I can follow up with you. If you don't want that, that makes total sense too. You could say, don't ask, or require after a specific number, and I choose the number. Prompt registration, but don't require them to register. That's kind of nice as well. Because some people might just give you fake numbers anyway. But if they are actually looking for an agent, then they're more likely to give information and be legit leads, right? Mandate phone number, that just means email is a must give, phone number is a must give if I toggle this on. Website title, you could do that if you specialize in something. Like mine would say kvCORE expert. But I don't use the kvCORE website because it doesn't make sense for my business. But obviously it would if I was active in real estate. Homepage meta description. This is a little place where you can put your SEO that might help people find you on Google. kvCORE websites are a little bit hard to find because so many people are using them, the same template, the same look. So put SEO wherever you can, and this is one of the spots that you can put a little metadata. So people are looking for like homes in area, put that there. So maybe you'll come up more easily on Google and Facebook, I guess. You can do code if you know HTML, CSS, whatever it is. But that's up to you if you fancy. You can do that for the body and for the footer as well. And then custom chat widget. The chat button, not this, but the one on your website is for Facebook Messenger. If you have something else, you can put the code here. If not, you could put your Facebook code here, and then a Facebook Messenger will pop up as your chat button. Additional office addresses, blah, blah, blah. So here you can do your testimonials. You could connect your Zillow. So people can, it will like automatically insert on your website, which is nice. And then, oh, here's the background video. I thought it was up top with the images, but no. So if you have a YouTube video that you want to play as your header instead of a static picture, then you could put the YouTube ID here and save that. So that's nice. You could also hide that chat widget if you don't want people contacting you through Messenger, which I totally understand because that might get confusing and have you being all over the place, which isn't great. Here's a lot of things, again, for office use. It might make more sense. Blah, blah, blah. So some things are like admin, like agent cover image, all this stuff. Anything that's default might be fine for now. So it wouldn't go too crazy. But obviously you can play with all of these things, hit save, refresh your website, see what it looks like. And if you don't like it, go back and just undo. Easy peasy, you're not going to break it. You could change the labels here. So instead of search, you could write buy a home. Instead of sell, you could say like find your dream property, or no, that would be here. Find your dream property. Instead of sell, you can say looking to sell or something like that, just like to entice people to click it more than just buy sell. But again, you don't want to get too long with them because it is a tiny little menu. And you don't want it to get crazy or get cut off in any way. And then, the one thing that you can do here is your own categories on your menu. So I suggest this to people, like if you do, for instance, I do open houses on my website just to show people, and then the drop down is different counties in New Jersey. And then those lead to squeeze pages for open houses that are going on. So that's one thing. If people come to my website, they look at the menu and it's like buy, sell, open houses. And they're like, oh, I wonder what's open this weekend. They click on that. They find out. And then I see what they're looking at on my website when they start clicking around, and they get a pop-up to give me their email address. So some companies allow you to only have like one or two extra things on your menu, which makes sense because you don't want to go crazy. But this is a drop down. So you could do like one drop down as the main thing and then do a bunch of things in that menu. So there is like a little workaround around it, but it just depends on what you are marketing. So in my instance, I'm marketing open houses. If you do like townhomes, and then the drop down would be like different neighborhoods, for instance, that would make sense. All right. And then listing carousels, there's obviously going to be listings on your website. You could have up to 3. They could be my listings, just listed, just reduced, open houses, area. So you could have up to 3, and then depending again on how you market to people, what you think your market is interested in, have all 3. Have just 1. It's up to you. Sorry, my dog is right next to me, being noisy. You can put your Google Analytics ID in there for analytics purposes that you won't find here. And then you could do taglines, you could do listings, very specific things here. I only sell single family or multifamily. I don't do commercial, I don't do business, like all this stuff. Click those on and off depending. I'm just going to continue there. Okay. So there's a lot of things that you could just toggle on and off depending on how you want your website to look and who you are marketing to. And then you could change the listing sort on those carousels. So you could do price, low to high, beds, newest on the MLS, that sort of thing, popularity, just to entice people to click more. Sometimes the newest one isn't the nicest looking, but sometimes the most expensive one doesn't make sense for your target market. Yeah, okay. And then default listing display, that's for your like squeeze pages or your search pages rather, which would just be a map. People could click on it and do all that stuff. And then your extra search options include all of this stuff, which is lovely. You can turn them on, you can turn them off. It's all up to you. Okay, so there are a few things that you can do for your website. The things that you should do are make sure that your main website looks good, makes sense for you, and the areas and people that you serve. You could do your specialty resource in the menu. I suggest open houses, or if you do townhouses, something like that, to put those in your menu. And then I do suggest uploading your own background video or image, just because that makes it more personal, and you won't look like everybody else. And then, of course, this meta description is the one place here that you can put in your SEO. There's more to the SEO that I will get into in next week's video though, so be sure to like and subscribe and stay on this YouTube channel for more kvCORE how-tos. If you have any questions about websites or how to customize them, if you want my help with anything like that, definitely leave a comment, and I will get back to you.